Hey Luke, what's up? I'm just playing around to see if, because I just got uh that plugin, so I don't know what's working and what's not. Obviously, I'm live if you guys are here. Oh yeah, I went clean shaven today there, Raz. Did it today. I was like, yeah, it's time to go. How's everything stream-wise seem right now? Okay. Well, it's the first time I used the plugin, so like it somehow bypassed what I usually use as an interface. I guess it's okay. I guess this will work. I don't. OBS hasn't dropped any frames, and it looks like I'm live, so. I was gonna burn through some pennies tonight. I'm jumping on way late tonight, though, because I had to watch the Packers play. Then of course, I wanted to catch the post-game stuff. So I figured, well, I'll jump on late tonight and tinker with the Streamlabs stuff. See if I can make things work. Yeah, they look good. I am excited to see where the season goes. And you're gonna have a couple games that are, gonna be dud games and stuff for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna have to decide if I like this OBS stuff or not. Yes. Or not the OBS stuff, but the Streamlabs stuff. $72 DDO. Ooh, FS 106, huh? So like right now, I'm just doing like jar of my 70s. So I got them all separated in decades by decades and stuff. So, but usually I have to have either the Strike It Rich book or the Cherry Picker's Guide kind of going. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm looking for half the time in pennies. Not the good one, but yeah, you can't complain about a DDO. Hey Luke, you know the like the chat commands for Streamlabs. Try some of them that you think should be working. I think, isn't there an exclamation mark points? I'm just looking at the Streamlabs interface here. Where did I lose? How did I lose chat here? I gotta lost my. All right, so that looks like it works. Okay, perfect. Now I just have to decide, like, what my settings are going to be. Can I pull this over here? All the typical commands should be, because I didn't really change anything. Oh, okay, so top works. So right now I've got it, it looks like for every 5 minutes there's 1 point. And then what does it say? It's subscriptions are 10 points. Luke, what's your interval in point distribution? Should have gambling. Should have gambling. See if it works here. You guys, you and Raz are both in my interface under loyalty for users, so it's picking things up, I guess. I don't know. I guess it's going to work. Like I said, this is completely new to me. Let me look at commands here. $10 points every 5 minutes or so. What did you just try? Slots and it didn't do anything? I wonder if you need more loyalty points before it works. Let's see. Slots is there, so, and exclamation gamble, and 8-ball is there. Everything's turned on, so should work. Let me look. Kind of figured this was going to be a messing around in Streamlabs stream more so than looking at pennies, but counters, I don't know what counters are. Here's betting. I don't see anything there that I need to change. Settings have cooldown and stuff. Let me so I just upped you Lucky to 10 points. Try another slot or a game or something. Or a gamble or something. I don't know where the setting is. Every 5 minutes, so okay, yours is 5. So okay, 1 per minute. What did I say mine was at? So mine's 1 every 5 minutes, so maybe I'll just do what you did. So now I'm 5 points every 5 minutes. I have no idea how to make that slots work. Is my background music picking up too, though, through the stream? A little lower, actually. All right. I lowered it a little bit. Let's see. I'm down to. Yeah, it matches in all the different scenes, so. Now I'm curious as to why you ain't getting, like, any response in the gambling. Just looking at, like, if there's something I'd have to turn on to make the slots and the gamble working. Let me go back to... doesn't look like there's any settings that really... Okay, so here I have found where you can turn them on. So heist mini game is turned on. Gamble mini game is turned on. Eight balls turned on. Some kind of duel is turned on. Oh, okay, now I've got it. I got into the gamble stuff. So minimum amount is 10. Max is 10,000. But I don't see... So try gamble 10. You should have 10 by now, right? Yeah, you got 15, Luke, if you're still here. Try gamble and 10. Because I just saw that gamble is a minimum of 10. Slots, I don't know because I can't find that same type of setting. Okay, so gamble worked. So we knew... So we figured out that had to be at least 10. I don't see where... Eight ball is... Funny thing is I don't even know where I can chat. Okay, so it's not using that studio at all now to stream. Okay, so I'm starting to figure out what is actually being used and what's not now. Yeah, so this is just going to be a little bit of time. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. So now I'm getting a little bit on the control panel anyways. But why can't I chat in my own chat box here? I guess I can do it that way. So this is strictly... Yeah, I can see where you say that. Yeah, so that chat went through, but what I have up then is I basically have my YouTube channel up with the live up just in another browser. So kind of just a little different system than what I'm used to. Probably just going to take me a little bit to like get used to it, I'm guessing. I'll just have to. I'll give it a while and see if I absolutely despise it after a while, or yeah, I remember you saying that you don't actually use the plug-in. But everything seems to be going off all right, I guess. I mean, it's been so long that I've just done it one way, you know, and when you do it that way, you do something one way and then change. Took a lot of plant, yeah. Which is probably what it's going to be. Did you stream earlier tonight? Did I see that you were going to go live at some point? Oh, now I clicked on something else and now I've got a completely different thing. Okay. I thought I saw that on YouTube. Just before I started going to the game. So is everything like buffer wise and stuff seem good? My OBS has not dropped a frame. But I have a stream status of poor. Or a stream health of poor. Okay, perfect. Well, then I guess I'm not going to worry about the fact that I got that little error there. I guess we'll see if I continue to like this, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. I guess I remember you saying that like the plug-in kind of screwed with your quality and stuff. So I was like, that's why I kind of wanted to go live late tonight just to see, you know, because it was going to be the first time that I ran it with this setup. And I wanted to see if I was going to have quality issues. Let me see. Let me see what it says quicker. So it says. Actually, I'm going to move this window so I can read it a little easier. It says, use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Currently, keyframes are not being sent often enough, which can cause buffering. I don't even know where keyframe frequency is. And then there's a button that says open widget. I just keep getting that same error in my health stream notices. I don't even know where settings would be for that. The current keyframe frequency is 8.3 seconds. Note that ingestion errors can cause incorrect group of picture sizes. Where is that setting? One or two? That's manage. I should have changed the category, I guess. In OBS settings. Oh, it's in the OBS settings. I was looking for it in the YouTube Studio settings. Appearance? Let's see. I don't see anything that says keyframe frequency and appearance. Output. Yeah, there are some things that are grayed out. But I haven't found anything that says keyframe frequency yet. Recording. All right, output or stream. Yeah, everything in stream is grayed out. And I can't do anything in stream. And now in output, I can make changes in streaming, but it doesn't say. Okay, I'm in output, so. And then record everything under recording is. All right, let me pull up a Google window. Well, it looks like it is under recording. I'm guessing it's something I can't change at this point, being in stream, because everything under output and recording is grayed out. So, but from your side of things, if you're saying everything is like smooth and really isn't buffering, then I guess everything is okay from that point, at least for tonight. All right, yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna spend an hour or so getting through some of these coins. I'm gonna move this back over here. But even with that error running and me getting poor under stream health, set it down. Okay, so set the keyframe frequency down to like 1 or 2, you said? Well, points are working. Trying to find a way. Yours is at 2? Okay. I'll just kind of keep that in mind. Okay. Let's see. Trying to see. It's going to set you as moderator. But I'm trying. Before I could just I could right click on your name. Oh, well, never mind. It's the left click. Okay. I forgot it was just a left click. So I don't think I need this browser. See, I've got another browser up of YouTube Studio, which is essentially the same thing I've got up here in front of me. But this one is just dead over here. So I don't think I need this browser at all. So now with any luck, I didn't just kill my stream. I don't think I did. I get points too, I think, don't I? Yeah. It's on one monitor and studio with the live chat on the other. That's kind of what I'm doing, because it's like, so I got 127 inch here, 127 inch here, and then my laptop over here. So I essentially I've got OBS up here. Right there, I got OBS. I've got the studio up on my laptop over here, and then right over on this other dashboard here, right now I have CloudBot. You've got to use CloudBot if you're using points and stuff. So you use CloudBot then. Still wonder why slots don't work though. I'm not getting any coin stuff done tonight, I can tell that. Let's see if that works. Okay, I see what you're saying there. I don't know how to make slots work. It's turned on in the Streamlabs CloudBot stuff. Oh, you know what? That error just went away, Luke. I don't have that error anymore now. And my stream health went to excellent. Alright. So some things are fixing itself like it should. Yeah, I noticed you kind of... I figured that's what you were doing. Oh, their slot works. It worked for you. Oh, you know why it didn't work for me? You've got more points than I do. I only have 5. You have... Well, I don't know what you have now. It's telling me you have 15 on my loyalty page. Oh, so none of it worked. Oh, so it doesn't work for me. I can't do it. Okay. That I did not know. I thought I gambled, though. Oh, I don't have 10 to gamble. Alright, now I got 10. Oh, gamble worked for me. What did you do? Slots 10? That might be too techy for me to get into. I'm guessing slots should work for me too then. If I could gamble, I don't see why slots wouldn't work. So like right now, I'm thinking slots maybe doesn't work for the streamer. Yeah, I'm beginning to believe that. Keep hitting my lose button and that kid keeps popping up because I have it as a hotkey. Where do you change the symbols for slots? It's weird because I go to commands and then I go to the default commands. And I can find gamble, 8-ball. Oh, here's slots. Let's see what the settings for slots does. Nope, it just settings lets you change the win response, lose response, reply in chat, and permission everybody. So that is not where you change symbols and slots. Module slots preference. Oh, okay. Let me try that. Oh, modules new. I don't see slots. Oh, slots minigame. Preference. Minimum, maximum amounts. Oh, emotes. So there's a sparkling heart, a dolphin, a gift, wolf, skull, and crossbones. So you can change what those say. Oh, that's cool. I'm going to do that later. Oh, you can change okay, you can change what the combos payout and stuff too. Okay. Well, this will make things a little bit interesting, a little bit more like your stream, I'm guessing, than just sit here and watch me do coins or coin roll hunt without having something to interact with. Because I saw you doing it and having this type of stuff on your stream, and I'm like, I don't know if I don't know if I'm techie enough to figure out Streamlabs and getting it on a stream and stuff to be used on my stream, but I guess it's working. Like an actual image. Where would you pull the emoji from? You've been through the paces already? Well, it's looking like I might be able to tolerate all this. At least to some extent. Oh, so it is just a copy and paste system then. Okay. So do you think 5 points for every 5 minutes is a pretty decent rate of points? I know you said you're like 1 for 1. Or essentially that's what this is too then. 5 for 5 is 1 for 1. Maybe I'll up the subscription one to 20. Well, the plugin must not be messing with OBS too much because I haven't dropped a frame at all. Would people gamble their way to more? Yeah, I would guess you're probably right. They're just going to gamble their way to more. Well, that was about an hour of just figuring out how to make everything work. Well, that'll make things a little more interactive then. That'll be kind of neat, I guess. Oh, it was 20,000. Okay, so then I guess that basically 1 a minute is, or 5 every 5 minutes. Probably a pretty good rate then. There, my keyframe error came back, but I don't think it's affecting anything. Gamble's a dice roll, right? Or it's kind of like a dice roll. So you rolled 97. I have my multiplier at 3 for 99 to a, or no, 76 to 98 is the multiplier of 2. One to 25 is nothing. 26 to 50 is nothing. 50 to 75 is 2. 76 to 98 is times 2. And 99 and a 100 is times 3. really it doesn't make any sense to have a multiplier of 1 in there because it just, well, you could, I suppose. Yeah, I see what you're saying too. So you have all those games turned on yours too, right? Most of them. But as a whole, stream-wise and stuff, everything looks decent and sounds decent and stuff. I haven't messed up too much of my setup by doing this. Plug-in deal. Trying to. Perfect. I try not to mess with like my settings too often. You know, especially once I kind of get things to a semi setup. It's weird how all these different things like dock in OBS. Now I've changed like my OBS screen, like what scene I'm on, I've changed it to a smaller size. For some reason it doesn't allow me to make it bigger again. I don't know. I guess it'll be a slow learning process. Most of these are going to be so circulated that you're not going to be able to tell if there was doubling or not. Maybe I'll find a die chip or two. I don't know. That's not a bad 73. I want to get through some pennies so I can. At some point this weekend, I'll do a couple roll hunt. Did you say your stream was good tonight then, Luke? Or you said you didn't hunt though, if I remember right. You did some flipping. I got a little tone to this one. No reason to keep it though. So you did get a bunch of wheat pennies then? Or were they... that obviously was thrown in the wrong jar. I know you. I remember you said something about wheat pennies. Kind of a... 2 dozen wheats. Oh, a couple young head Canadians. Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to burn through this jar of 70s tonight. And then once I get through that, it'll probably be 1 in the morning. So then I'll call it a night. The 70s jar needed to be emptied down a little bit. Must not have done it for a couple months. You got a King George on the ender? Yeah, it might be a good box. That looked like it might have a little rotation to it. Nope, not much. So this here, let me switch. Packer thing up. That's my Packer hotkey. So this bag was a bag of wheat pennies that came from my grandfather, who left us basically all his coins. And I'm guessing these are mostly 40s and 50s, but they all have to be scoped. So eventually I'll end up doing wheat penny scopes, streams. Just gotta slowly work through things, I guess. Silver War nickel ender. Yeah, I was gonna say it. Just the enders are making it seem like it's gonna be a good week for you. I really want to figure out how to make this go back to its normal size. Oh, I bet you that'll do it. If I move this out. Yep, it was that dock that was messing me up. Silver quarter ender. Yeah, I would guess that would be maybe a little tougher. Figured I better get my... Otherwise, things are going to end up falling off the desk here pretty darn quick. Do you keep track of your pounds in copper, nickels, or pennies, Luke? Or do you not really like keep track of what you got in coppers? Quarter rolls from a random bank. See, I'm not a box buyer myself. I typically, when I go in, I'll buy so many rolls of nickels, so many rolls of pennies, so many rolls of quarters, and then I like the dollar, the small dollars too a lot. I'm a big fan of small dollars. So, and then like my hunt streams are typically what I do is I'll take 4 rolls of nickels, 3 rolls of pennies, 2 quarters, and $1 roll, and that'll be like an hour and a half stream or something like that to be able to hunt it. And then any of my pullouts, which are like anything earlier than 1960, so all the 50s and earlier, I'll scope them at the end of hunting all those rolls. I'll switch a camera over to the scope and send all of those through the scope, and then basically call it a hunt. But then, like, anything that wasn't pulled out as like a hit out of the hunt, go in these smaller jars. You really can't see, but that said 2020 at one point. And then I have like 2010 to 2019, all the way back to the 70s in decade jars. And then at some point, I just fire up a stream and I go through a jar or two of a particular decade of either nickels, pennies, or quarters. So, not really a box hunter like a lot of the YouTube video guys and stuff. Kind of do things a little differently. But seems to work for me and kind of keeps me on a system, I guess. Well, and that's, I mean, you know, quantity is always going to find more too than me. You know, I mean, anybody who's just burns through a box, you're going to probably find more, you know. as far as like the date hits and stuff. I mean, if I'm honest, I've always said quantity is gonna get you more in the long run. I mean, I like chasing the anomalies too that, aren't like documented stuff. Like finding, dye chips that aren't like known dye chips and stuff. Will they pull silver for you? I think I enjoy hunting more than I do, these scope streams. Well, I wouldn't even say I catch everything, because a lot of times I'm doing like I'm doing tonight, where I'm just kind of burning through things, trying to see if something like majorly stands out. I'll look a little bit closer when I hit, like a date and a mint mark that, we all know that there's something on it, because there's a well documented, error or something. I'll look closer, but like for the most part, like what I'm doing right now is I'm just spinning coins through the scope, looking for a big die chip or a big crack or something that stands out that doesn't look normal. And I know there's a lot of, even with these pennies, I know there's several different things, especially in the Strike It Rich book, on some of these years and stuff. But I also just accept the fact that, I'm going to be looking at more pennies that are just got too much circulation on them to like get excited about possibly finding something. Because even if it was a particular double die or something, the penny I'm looking at is probably going to be too worn, to like confirm it. Oh yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, I would not probably argue that at all. I mean, if you could get somebody on the inside. I mean, you're not that far off to where it's like you probably don't have to hunt that much. If you get that situation solidified. A lot of times what I'll do, like as I'm doing scope streams like this, is if I run into something that I'm like, oh, that looks like double dyeing or something, and it's in good enough condition where like you can say, yeah, it kind of looks like it, then I'll go to the book and see if I got something in the book that says that there's one that, is findable, or if it's not in the book, then I'm like, I'm probably not looking at what I think I'm looking at. Oh yeah, I'm the same way. I mean, you know, that's the one cool thing about the hobby. I've always said is it really doesn't cost you money. You know, to be in the hobby. It can when you start buying chase coins and stuff for your collection. I mean, then you're obviously spending money in the hobby. But if you were just a straight up hunter, I mean, you're just, you know, turning money in for money, and you're really not, it's not an expensive hobby then. But I agree with you. I mean, for me, it's really not about any financial gain or anything. I probably save way too much than I should. You know, if you're a true collector, you know what they say about that, you know, is true collecting is just organized hoarding. That seemed like there was a little rotation when I flipped it. Just a little. Not enough to get excited about. Got the link to the short about you getting that. Best haul from the bank so far. Well, the studio numbers must be way off because I think it's just you and me in here, and it says there's like 4 concurrent viewers right now. But I do believe it's just you and me. So that number must be goofy. Whole silver eagle ounce in there for $1, huh? Jeez. Well, this was an ender at some point. At least it seems like it. Yeah, I got about half the jar to do yet. They're not big jars. They're just, you know, they're... I mean, that's the whole jar fits in my hand, so it's just once they get filled up, then I like to get them through a scope stream. You know what I just noticed? You have 125 points. And I have 25. And it says you've been in here for 1.33 hours. And I have 0.17. So something, maybe it doesn't give me, maybe I don't accumulate points or time. I guess I don't know. Quirky. Oh, I suppose so. I haven't really done anything. So that time then, you don't get 5 points. The way I have it set it up, you don't get 5 points for every 5 minutes if you just come in the stream and actually have just sat in the stream. You haven't actually activated that 5 minutes. Is the way I'm taking it. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense to me now. As to how that works. Okay. Yep, that. I noticed you have Streamlabs drop your Discord link every now and then. Do you have that like on a timed thing, or is that like a command, or is that in quotes, or where's the setting for that? Is it a custom command or something that you... Because I know there's like a setting for like a timed where it should drop that into chat, like in whatever intervals or anything. Tim, welcome in. Timers. Oh, that's in the timers tab. Okay. I just wanted to see if you knew off the top of your head where it was. I'm not going to set it up tonight, but I will eventually set it up. Because it'd be nice to have something, you know, anything that you wanted dropped in chat on a certain interval or something. Yeah, welcome in, Tim. A lot of what we do here is old coins. Not all old coins. We look at new ones too, but really it's probably just coins in general. And you get a little bit of everything on my channel, to tell you the truth. I mean, I do a little bit of gun stuff, a little bit of outdoor stuff, a little bit of hunting stuff. And set the message interval. Okay, that's what I wanted to. I don't do a lot of paper stuff. I mean, I will save star notes when I find them, but you really won't see a lot of paper stuff on my channel. You'll see a lot more on Luke's channel than mine. Luke, you're into the paper stuff quite a bit, from what I've seen. Or at least the stuff that interests you. Ugh, this one looks bad. I got a handful of silver certificates, but they're just tucked away in the collection. Yeah, that's right. I do remember seeing you do dollar bill hunts. Where I do small dollar coin hunts. That's about the extent of like a lot of dollar stuff you're going to see from my channel. Other than maybe show off the occasional star note if I find one in change during the week or something, I'll bring it on to the stream at some point, but not typically hunting paper. You can drop your channel link in chat, can't you, Luke? Because you dropped... I don't think I have like anything set up to where it won't allow you to drop a link. Because you did that shorts link a while back. So you should be able to drop your channel link if Tim is not a follower already for you. Or wants to go to your channel page. How many viewers does the room say for you guys? All right, about half this jar left. $50? No, there probably is not 50 there. Might be some nice looking ones. Look at this one. This one might be. If there's a really, really nice one, it never makes the jar and it gets pulled out during the hunt. But some of them might be a little bit nicer. Here's the nicer. That's a nicer one. Makes me wonder why I didn't pull that out during the hunt. Definitely not pristine. Still not a bad looking 79 though. A little bit wore up there. I don't think I'm keeping it. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll take something really nice like that's like worthy of it and it'll go in like the real nice 1970s tube, but I don't think I'm keeping that one. I gotta see if my Packers thing actually works on my other scene here. Oh, I didn't lock the scene. I never locked the scene. All right, so you'll have to tell me because I don't hear it. But when I hit this, does it play the Go Pack Go sound?
Go Pack Go!
Should play the Go Pack Go sound clip when I hit that. D looks a little funky inside there, but I don't know. I think it's worth looking at. The unfortunate part of my Star Note collection is most of them are $100 bills. On one side, it's cool when you find one. On the other side, and you're like, oh, great, there's $100 I can't spend. I think I have like 8 $100. Is it 7 or 8 $100 Star Notes in my note collection and stuff? Like I said, I look at $100 ones as like it's a double-edged sword. Cool to find, but now it's $100 that I just got to stick away. One of each year and sell the duplicates. That makes sense. Oh, here's a little bit redder one. 79, that looks like it. Doesn't look like it was an ender, but it definitely took a scratch there. Yeah, you're out a quarter. I could tell it was a coin in your picture, Tim, but I couldn't tell what it was because they're so small on my screen. $10% off struck both sides. I've yet to find off-struck coin in anything. But like we were saying earlier, when you and I were talking, Luke, I don't do as much quantity as you do. So mine are going to be fewer and far between. I mean, in all reality, that 1907 Indian head as a hunt find that's up in the corner of the screen. That very likely could remain the best find of the year for the rest of the year. Just with the fact that I don't do a lot of quantity, you know. I'm doing a little bit here and there, you know. Large date. You an hour ahead of me? Where are you, Luke? I'm gonna get through these 70s pennies tonight, and then I'm gonna be due for a hunt. So I may do a hunt tomorrow sometime. I don't know what time. I typically don't do a lot of scheduling, so I don't know. It's hard to say when I'm gonna be go again, because it all hinges on kids and family, and you know, probably the same thing you do as a streamer, you know. I'm going to try to get into a little bit more of a night schedule where I come on and do East Coast. Okay, yeah, I'm in northern Minnesota, so I got Central Time. I got 1 a.m. But I'm going to try to do a little bit more of a schedule where it's like I get home in the evening and then jump on at like 9 or 10. Not ever jumping on at 11 like I did tonight. I just did this tonight just because I knew I was going to be playing with the Streamlabs and stuff like that, and would like jump on at 9 and do, you know, 1 or 2 jars and stuff like that. So I'll be on and off. You'll catch me at some point. I usually always see yours and stuff. The only reason I didn't jump in tonight is because I had the Packer game, so otherwise I would have been sitting in on yours tonight. But sounds good. Thanks for stopping in, Luke. Thanks for all the help with the Streamlabs stuff. That was probably saved me about an hour of tinkering around on certain things and finding it in the settings and stuff. So I appreciate that. I'll catch you on your... I will probably catch you on your next stream more likely than you catch me on mine. But thanks for stopping in. It's always cool when you got somebody to hang out with and look at coins, you know, as you do it and stuff. Because I'm still in that area where I can have a very quiet stream. Very likely. Yeah, take care. Be well, Luke. I'm going to set this 70S aside. I just don't know if that's what the mintage is on a 70S. I don't think it's crazy. I don't think it's probably worth keeping, but I typically like to keep my S's just because I don't get a lot of S's. I don't think a lot of people get a lot of S's, to tell you the truth. Brandon Lawson, I haven't found anything yet. A lot of what I'm looking at, Brandon ends up being so circulated that even if there was a DDO or something, unless you're saying I passed up a DDO here somewhere on this one. I don't think you see anything that stands out on that one to me, but welcome in, Brandon. I don't know if I've seen you here before. Kind of a quiet place here sometimes. Just asking. Okay, I wasn't sure if you were like screaming one out on that coin or no. I haven't come across anything. Like I said, a lot of these. I'm going through my 70s jar from, I don't know, a couple hunts ago, I'm guessing. And just kind of looking for any anomalies that might stand out. Die chips for the most part. I mean, if I hit a coin where I know there's a documented something there, I look at it a little bit closer, but otherwise, I'm just spinning, just getting these through the scope just to make sure I'm not passing up a cool die chip or something. Once the jars fill up, like this is my line of pennies, this is my line of nickels, and then quarters you can't really see. Then I got to do one of these scoping streams just to get the jars kind of burnt down a little bit before I do another, 10 roll hunt or something. And I don't do box hunts like a lot of YouTubers do. I basically will do, most of my hunts are 4 nickel rolls, 3 penny rolls, 2 quarter rolls, and then I like to hunt 1 roll of small dollar coins. But then after, it usually takes about 2 hunts like that, and my jars are getting to the point where I need to send them through the scope. It's just kind of this process and the system that I use, to collect. I mean, I can go through a whole scoping stream, 2 hours or so in a whole jar and not find anything. But I think that's the way the hobby is. I mean, you look, especially for die chip hunters or mint airs and stuff like that. You look at a whole lot of nothing to find one little something. And most of the time, the one little something ain't worth it. It ain't worth what the coin is. It's just kind of cool to maybe find. Why did I set this one aside? I have no idea. Maybe I didn't. Probably 30 more, and then I'm going to call it a stream. Is anybody lurking, or am I by myself now? I'm guessing I'm probably by myself now. Oh, Tim, you're still hanging out. All right. You never know when you got lurkers. See if exclamation mark points works for you, Tim. All those commands should be working now in the stream, I'm guessing. I would think. Always watching. I don't know if I have an I could change it to coins though. It's points though. Exclamation mark points. I think you've been in the stream long enough and you should have some points. No, yeah, you do. I think every 5 minutes is 5 points or something like that. If I remember how I initially set it up. And what else is there? There's slots, there's gamble. There's the 8 ball. I'll develop more things over time. Tonight, actually, I got on late tonight. It wasn't 11 o'clock my time until I actually even went live, because it was the first stream I was going to try using this Streamlabs stuff. And it just happened that Luke was in too, and he runs the same thing in his streams. So he was able to kind of probably cut my setup time in half for getting some of the stuff set up I wanted. Eventually, GAW, I'm guessing you mean giveaways? At some point, I got to start giving stuff away because I save too much stuff. If you could see the rest of this office, it's starting to get bad. So if GAW means giveaway, yeah, eventually I'm going to start giving stuff away. Start learning how to do like wheel spins and stuff like that. I'll just pick certain coins that I've collected over time and Because if there's one thing true about this hobby is you cannot keep everything. Probably give away some cool die chip coins and stuff. I know I can. Yeah, I don't know. I think there might be a giveaway command. Some of the, like I said, this is the first night I've been running these things, so let's look. So there are raffle commands. So there is a raffle or a giveaway command in here that I could use. Like I said, I got to learn a lot yet on the inside of this Streamlabs deal. Yeah, I'll eventually get a hang of it. It's just I got to use it more and more. But it's kind of cool that there's like slots now and you can gamble. I think there's even a heist thing, but I don't. Let me check the heist one real quick because I know that's a command. Yeah, so there is. It does look like there is a exclamation point heist, and it doesn't look like you have to have a certain amount of points to be able to do it because you're not gambling with it. So if you try heist and see if you can run a heist. Oh, there you did it before I even said it. So you can. All right, well, I think that's probably the only one Luke and I didn't test. I was trying to do commands, and I guess he said that there's some commands that doesn't allow the streamer to actually do. I don't know how long this heist thing takes, but oh, so somebody else now can type heist and amount. You didn't type an amount, though. So, I don't know if you had to type an amount or not. EP, what's that stand for? Who's EP? I should know that, but I don't. I'm a little surprised I haven't found a die chip at all yet, but 70s aren't really known for die chips for the most part. At least not a lot of die chips. That viewer count has to be... YouTube has got to be messed up on viewer count. It says it on coins. E pluribus? E pluribus. That's what you meant. Hey Raz, yeah. I figured I was gonna jump on tonight and do the 70s because the 70s jar was full from a couple hunts. So this is what I got left. I don't know, what's that? 25, 30 coins? 30? Now I know what you were talking about, Tim. But yeah, Raz, I figured the 70s were the only jar I had full. And I'm like, if I can do the 70s tonight and get through them, then I can, at some point, maybe tomorrow, I'll do a hunt again, hunt some more rolls. And I went, like I said, I decided, I don't know if you were in here when I was saying it, Raz, decided to go live tonight at 11, just because I knew this was going to be the first stream that I kind of tried to tie Streamlabs into the stream, and I wasn't sure how it was all going to work and stuff. So I'm like, I'm just going to go on late and probably have nobody show up, and I can tinker with Streamlabs in the stream for the first time. But I think I got it running. I think I got it integrated now, and for the most part, I know what I'm doing with it. It's just cool that you guys have commands now and stuff you can tinker with, if you're sitting in the stream with me. I don't know if I've ever been on a stream of E pluribus. Is he a big streamer? I'll check him out. No. Well, yeah, because I was going to say, yeah, Raz, you were here for quite a while in the past before I started this Streamlab thing. So I've got the points set up to where you basically get five points for every 5 minutes that you're in the stream. I didn't realize it matters whether you're active in the stream though or not. I thought just lurking in the background you would actually accumulate points, but I guess you actually don't. I didn't realize you had to be active. Is that one of his commands on his stream? I got ideas for different things, for different commands and stuff that I'm going to set up. And like my slot game will have certain, I'm going to change the whatchamacallits. The symbols that come up in slots, I'm going to change the names of those. And Luke was telling me I can actually put emojis in there for those that will show up if I can figure that out. It'll be a slow process of just kind of playing with Streamlabs to figure it out and get comfortable with it. Just like it was when I started streaming. I mean, I probably spent 20 minutes tonight not figuring out why when I went to stream, it wasn't streaming off of my old studio browser tab. Because now that I plugged in this Streamlabs plugin, it kind of runs off a different studio program or something. I don't know. Anybody who hangs around here for long enough is going to figure out that I'm whatever you want to call it, illiterate, technology illiterate. I've always said I'm actually pretty lucky that I get my stream to do what it does, just as is. And I'm always hesitant to like add stuff like Streamlabs and stuff, because it's like I just don't want to deal with it messing other things up. And I think I'm definitely getting to the point age-wise where it's like I've no desire to learn a whole lot of new stuff. E pluribus coins, I'll have to check them out. I will check them out. I'll make a note to check his channel out when I'm done, either tonight or tomorrow. Now that you said that, I might have seen his channel at some point, but I don't think it's one I'm subscribed to. But for some reason that channel name rings a bell. I didn't really expect to find a whole lot in the 70s tonight. Maybe a die chip, but like I said, they're not or like a double rim or something. I sometimes can find double rims. I think one night this week I'm on Coach's channel. One night this week I think I'm gonna go live, and it'll be a scoping stream like this, but it's gonna be me going through my bag of wheat pennies to see what's in there. There we could find some pretty cool die chips. Sometimes you find some cool stuff on wheat pennies. Looking like about 20 pennies left. I don't think I have a lot of subs, Tim. I think I heard the gunshot. I thought it was set up to come through on. Thought it was set up to come through on this screen, but maybe not. I did hear the gunshot though, so if you subbed, thank you. Much appreciated. Should have been a graphic though. Oh, there I just opened up another dock and it tells me the different alerts. Oh, there we go. I don't know how I'm doing this. A 2025 penny? I don't even know if I have one. Oh, I can replay it. That's why. I accidentally hit the replay button. 2025 penny yet, Raz? I don't know. Hey, thanks for sharing the channel. I don't know if I got a 2025 penny yet, if that's what you're asking, Raz. Let me look at my coin collection. I gotta... This ain't gonna make any sense to anybody, but I will share it. So this is my pennies. If you're watching this on any type of phone or something, you will not be able to see this because it'll be so dang small. Hey, Steve Miller. Thanks for stopping in. Welcome. But yeah, so you won't be probably able to see any of this if you're on a mobile or anything like that. Hey, thanks, Steve. Thanks for subscribing. So if I go down here, so you can see right here, it says I have one 2025, and I know this first column is Denver. So I must have one 2025 Denver over in the nicer stuff anyways. At least from that stuff. So, I don't know why did I miss the image come up when Steve subscribed? Because I replay it and it comes up, but I don't know, unless I just missed it coming up. I could have not been looking at the screen too. I don't know. It's very possible I wasn't looking at the screen. Where did I put... See, now this is me being me. I don't know where my chat went. Alright, so chat went somewhere. I have it over here. But why can I not get back to my... Oh. I made it small or something. Yeah, you're definitely going to have to deal with me not knowing what I'm doing for a while on this Streamlabs BS. I guess sooner or later I'll get the hang of it. Can't get into watching slots. Ooh, almost tipped my whole desk over. Yeah, Raz. That is it exactly. Ain't technology fun? Like I said, I'm just proud that my stream actually does what it even does. I'm lucky I'm at this point. I'm lucky I figured out how to go live on YouTube. Oh, I'm not rushing it, Tim. I just, like I said, really not doing the whole YouTube thing to like blow up the channel and stuff. I'm just doing it because it's kind of fun to interact, and it's another way to interact with the hobby and stuff. And it's cool to sit here and do this, go through coins or whatever, and then have a couple guys in the room. Yeah, see, I want to change that slot stuff. I'm either going to change like the skull and crossbones and the dolphins and the sparkling heart. I'm going to change those titles to something that's a little more backwoods fitting. I don't know. I haven't decided what it's going to be yet. Because I think adding emojis in there for actual images are probably beyond my knowledge. But I will change like the titles of them, at least initially. Maybe someday I'll figure out how to put emojis in there like Luke was telling me you can do. But no, what I was about to say about the channel and stuff is, and it's like, I think it's actually the channel preview on the channel, the short 2-minute video or something, where I actually say, my channel's never really going to be about making money or being big. I'd rather have a bunch of regulars that stop by and stuff than have 10,000 subscribers. Oh yeah, that's right. That's another cool thing is like, if somebody hit the right combination, I could actually do it like actually physically send them something for a win. Like I was saying before, I want to think of ways of getting some of my coins out of my hands. And I'm not a big seller where it's like, I don't need to make money, like flipping coins. I like that idea, Tim. I do. Of making slots an opportunity to actually win something actual. But then like people would have to be willing to like email me their mailing address too or something if they won. And some people probably don't want to do that. Somebody said something about, I don't know, a couple days ago or something about like a 500 subscriber giveaway. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably still a long, long ways off. I'm kind of amazed the channel's at where it's at. I didn't figure I'd go much beyond 200. Tim, you're willing. Although I will say, you know, what I do on the channel is so hit and miss with, you know, there's a lot of coin stuff, you know, and Raz, if he's still here, he'll attest to the fact that most of the channel is coin probably based stuff. But, you know, then I got my gun stuff that I do on the channel, and those are all like videos. And then I got my outdoor stuff out at the property and the cabin and stuff, hunting cabin, you know. So I'm not niched down enough to grow, really, when you think of it, because you know, you listen to these people that talk about growing a YouTube channel, and I mean, I think they're right. You do have to niche down if you truly want to grow a channel, grow your channel and stuff. Where I'm really not doing it that way, you know, because of the coins, the guns, the outdoor stuff. You know, later on this month, there's going to be some hunting videos of me going grouse hunting and stuff, probably, and stuff. So I don't think that's the formula to grow a channel, because you're going to have coin guys that subscribe, but they ain't going to care about the gun stuff. They're not going to care about the, you know, the outdoor stuff. And then you're going to have gun guys subscribe who aren't going to care about the coin stuff. So in a sense, it's almost like, I almost feel like I'm going to lose as many subscribers as I gain. If that makes any sense, having that mindset. Because they say, if your channel's in too many directions, you alienate half of them all the time with whatever different video you're doing that they ain't interested in. But I guess that just proves that I really am not looking to blow up. Like I said, if I'm honest, I would rather have a handful of regulars that kind of hang around live streams than 10,000 subscribers for what I do video-wise. All right. Well, I'm out of soda, so I gotta get these last 20 coins looked at, and then we will call it a stream, and I'll get out of here. We're pushing 2 o'clock in the morning here. It's been a productive stream, though. Got through the 70 coins. Got Streamlabs somewhat figured out. Yeah, and that's the way I mean, that's the way I'm looking at it too, Tim. I'm like, I think that channel, the intro video on the channel page, I actually think I say it. People are either going to like what I'm doing and they're going to want to hang out, or they're not going to, and that's fine with me. But then I kind of have that personality too, where it's like, I'm fine if you don't like me. I actually kind of have fun with some of the comments on some videos where people are being trolls. I just give them the thumbs up as a response to their comment. Or I leave them a comment too that says, obviously you didn't read the channel description. I mean, I realize some people make YouTube their well-being and they make money off of it, but I don't really think I'm going down that road. Yeah, funny you say that. I think I wrote something like that in the channel description, in like the written channel description. Something along those lines. Anyways, it was a long time ago that I added the channel description, but I think I have something in there that's very close to along those lines. I'm curious if that alert box actually popped up when Tim and you and Steve both hit the subscribe button, because that alert box it's loaded into this scene. I might have just missed it because it pops up if I replay the alert. Oh well, I guess I'll figure it out the next time somebody subscribes. I heard the gunshot go off that's supposed to go off with it. I just don't recall seeing the visual pop up. Unless you guys did get it on your end and you did notice it. So you returned your winnings? What did you win that you returned? And why are they yelling about you winning a giveaway or some type of thing? You turned your cards. Well, I think that 70S might be my really only find out of the 70s jar for this emptying. Unless there's a cool die chip or something in the last 10 coins. And my plan is to, like, you know, as I develop this Streamlabs stuff and kind of learn it, is actually to have whoever is like pretty regulars actually kind of help me develop what different little things I should be doing with the Streamlab stuff. Is that your birth year? Was that what I was looking at? 77? Yep. Mine's 75. Or is it just your favorite year to collect? Mine's 75. Wife 76. Well, I'm pretty pumped up that my Packers won tonight, so that's going to make it for a little more tolerable weekend. Your birth year? Yeah, mine's 75. Seven letters long. All your kids' first names are 7 letters long, and was that on purpose? Like done consciously? Kind of a goofy strike up on states of. Nothing to save though. And now all I gotta do is. Yes. Now all I gotta do is football watch this weekend and hope that the other 3 teams in the division lose. I don't think there's any inter-division games this weekend between anybody else in the North, if I'm not mistaken. What do I got? It looks like 8 coins. 4, yep, 8 coins. Maybe we'll look at a couple quarters just to end the night. Just because I know I got a couple jars with quarters starting to get a little overflowing. You know, the funny thing is, for as much of a football fan I am, and as much of a Packer fan I am, don't watch any college. The only thing I pay attention to on the college front are the players coming out occasionally. You know, because obviously, you know, where they're going to get drafted and stuff. My son's a big Michigan fan. And I don't know how that happened because he's a big Packer fan with me. But for some reason, on the collegiate side, he picked up Michigan. And I will typically go to him too, come, you know, as we get closer to like draft time and stuff. I'll go, yeah, boo. I'll go to him and say, hey, who do you think we should be looking at? Because he'll have a sense of it because he's watched Michigan and stuff. And he stays in touch with the college side. So he's kind of got his, I want the Packers to draft this guy, if, you know, if the draft spots work out right. And most of the time he knows whether or not the players are going to be available at the Packers spot when they get to pick. Here's the wife's birthday. Yes, I've not watched a lot, but I seem to hear that. He is definitely making a name. think Minnesota plays Atlanta. Well, I know Minnesota plays Atlanta, but I don't know who Chicago and Detroit play. Well, you know, and that's the thing. It's like, I mean, am I excited about having Parsons? Yeah, I am excited about having Parsons. But it's one play and your season changes. You know, that whole staying healthy is half the struggle, you know, and it's even more true for us Packer fans because we've gone through so many seasons of like just being bit by the injury bug. You know, and actually I'm going to get off here pretty quick. It'll be 2 a.m, and once I'm off here, I will sit for probably an hour or more and listen to the after game press conferences because I'm a big press conference nerd. I listen to the Packers all week long. I'll listen to LaFleur on Monday. After a Sunday game, he typically talks on Monday morning or sometime during the day, and I'll listen to all the coaching staff ones because they'll have the coordinators on Wednesdays and stuff. So I'm a big nerd to like listen to those and stuff. I just like that other aspect of things. You out of here? Sounds good, Tim. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping in tonight. I got 2 coins left. So you and I are both taking off at about the same time here. I may look at like a handful of quarters and then I'm going to call it a night. But thanks for hanging out, Tim. That's awesome. It was fun. And like I said, I don't mind just having a handful of guys hang out, you know. It's really why I kind of started going live like this is because otherwise I could sit here and do this by myself, you know, and maybe have something up on the big screen YouTube wise or something, but I'd rather sit here and chit chat. Come back next one. Sounds good. Like I said, thanks for subscribing earlier. Thanks for stopping in. I don't know who else is lurking in the background. I do not think this number is right that I'm seeing on my dashboard, but I don't know if Raz is still here or not. I don't think he probably is. Yep, that 70S looks like it's probably going to be my only set aside for the night. Look at a whole lot of nothing to find a whole lot of something. Yeah, I know it says 5, but I don't think there's 5 people in here. I don't typically maintain 5 people in a stream, ever. One number says 5, one says 4. I think another one says something else. They fell asleep. Well, that could be. You could be right, because I could see falling asleep in my stream. That looked like it had some rotation, unless I flipped it wrong. No, not really. Just a little bit. All right, that's the 70s right there. Lunchtime. Are you like overnights or something, or are you on the other side of the globe? Let's do a couple just for kicks. Just to take a couple out of the jar, we'll do a couple 2000 to 2009s. Look for a couple quick die chips. Anything we might find. But like I said, Tim, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for hanging out. It's always cool. Take care. Be well. Yeah, I don't see nothing on that. No extra leaf. No extra leaf. Anything there? What are you doing? Like 10 quarters. And I'm calling it a night. Shiny Denver. That obverse ain't in bad shape. It's kind of a nice Oregon. Too bad I don't save Oregons. Here I'm looking at quarters. I ain't even got the right screen up for the stream. Kind of a nice obverse. I do believe the extra trees are supposed to be in this, so I know I'm not seeing it. It's kind of a nice 05 though. Probably set that one aside. Just for kicks. Just for kicks. What is all over that? All right, 2 more quarters and then I'm calling it a stream. I don't know if anybody's lurking. If you are, thanks for lurking. One more. One more. All right, I'm calling it a stream. That is it. It's 2 o'clock. Anybody lurking? Thanks for lurking. Everybody who was around. Tim, Steve Miller, Raz, Luke to start the evening there early. Everybody who hung out, thanks. Steve Miller and Tim, thanks for subscribing. That's cool. If I hit the replay on this, does it play on this screen? Or on this scene? Yeah, there's Steve's. And there's Tim's. All right. I guess it does. All right. Anybody hanging out? Till the next one. Take care. Be well. We'll talk to everybody later.